Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator. Hey, Delta. Hey. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the curl. On the side.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
Left out defense. Here we go.
Second down, it's Henderson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Look at me, Zipper.
From the gun on third down, Patterson. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
General West.
Looking to throw on second down. Patterson completes it to Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
50 seconds to Mike. Hey, watch the ball. Good. Good. 50 seconds, Mike. He can't, man. He's not going to get me. 50 seconds.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40.
It's going to be a long day.
And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Yeah, let's go 7.
Throwing on first down. Patterson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, Charlie. Check right 54.
Throwing again. Patterson. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Stay with your man. Check 52. Check safety. Check safety. Go.
From the gun on third down. Patterson flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check right 54. Right 54. Yep. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So if we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Keep it up. Check 55. Alert. 55 to Mike. What we got?
Back to throw, Watson. That's complete to his running back, Grant. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Check hot route. Hot. Let him go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, Dobbins, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Right there, 56. Let's go, B. Fix your animal.
They run with Howard. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Grant. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your...
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On first down, Patterson. That's taken in by Henderson.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Bravo.
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to him because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, 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 hey.
From the gun on third down, Patterson. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35.
First down, Pittsburgh.
On the double.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line.
Slam. X3. 2-8-3. Chop. Hey. Motion. Hey, one set. Check right 54. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm coming after you.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. 2 minutes to play in his first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 36, Watson forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's good for the Texans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll try the air now with Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One set. Let's go, D.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. To the air yet again, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And a loose football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. Running with Howard. It will be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson, a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 10-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Five. It's out of time. Hey, one set.
To throw again. Patterson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go.
To throw on 3rd down. Patterson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 1st down, Watson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Now Watson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons able to drop him for a loss of a couple. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Watson now to throw. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Henderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
Hey, Haywood! 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, Abby. Let's go. Shoot!
On 1st and 10, Patterson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike 54. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14 to 10. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Alert! 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
To throw is Watson. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And finding Keelan Cole. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 26. On 1st down, Dobbins. Darren Lee there to get him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd and 5 now. Watson, they're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll run on first down. Grant. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. From just shy of midfield, Watson. And he loses the football a second time. And now loose football. Fumble. Martin lost it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Check.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, 6-6, pull it high. Rip right. Let go.
Looking to throw. Patterson. He spots Henderson, open left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Right there.
From the gun, Patterson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Zach Cunningham picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Now. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Defense.
On 4th down, Patterson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Patterson. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check. Yo, go. Give to me. Hey. Yo. Look at me, zipper. I'm here all day. Fight.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, Patterson. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. On first down, they run with Howard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Howard. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and